Hey, how's it going, everybody? Tall Tesla guy here. So, we're talking about some exciting stuff today. Now, every video I talk about is exciting. Who am I kidding? But there's so much on the forefront right now, coming sooner than we thought, sooner than we think. Especially with everything coming out of Giga Austin, we have Cybertruck sightings in the wild, getting stuck in the mud and such, but nonetheless in the wild. And then everything new with the Tesla Model 3, the new redesign and all of that stuff that's coming most likely at the end of this year, early next year. So it brings up an important question. Should you wait? If you're on the fence about buying a Tesla, I can tell you you're going to love it no matter what. But if you were thinking, hey, I want that newly refreshed Tesla Model 3, well, should I wait a few months until January to get it? We're going to talk about all that plus new Cybertruck stuff. So sit back, relax. You guys are watching the Tall Tesla guy. So we're going to jump right into the Cybertruck, right? So the Cybertruck we knew was coming. It's been on the forefront for the past 3 years, call it maybe even 4 years. And little things have been getting us really excited about it. Not little things like this, but little things, little hints, little tips, or little secrets that have been sort of dropped from the factories. We knew that they were retooling Giga Austin to produce the Cybertruck. They got the new Giga presses in there that were going to create the body all at once. It was going to be that roll steel design. We had official sort of leaks about it because they started testing it in the wild, images and views of it out there driving. And then most recently, we show it parked at a supercharger, and it's actually parked next to a Tesla Model Y. Now, we can see the exact specs, the differences and everything like that. It looks like it is definitely longer, but not 50 feet longer. It's not going to be semi-sized or anything like that if anybody was worried about that sort of stuff, because they were originally talking that it might not even fit in a garage. It's not going to fit in a parking space. How are you going to drive it around? It's like a tank. So we can dispel that rumor right now and say that it is not going to be like that. It's going to be normal sized for a Cybertruck, and it's going to be everything that we possibly could have wanted from it. Now, they did leak another image that showed it next to a Rivian R1T. The image is a little deceiving though, and you can see it here, and it makes the Rivian look huge and the Cybertruck look really small. Now, I will say with some trick photography in there, I think what they did, it was took it from a far back angle. It's a little bit lower. It's distorted a little bit. And by design, it makes the Rivian look bigger. I would say that in general, the Cybertruck is going to be same size, if not slightly larger than the Rivian. So it's going to be sort of a flip-flop of what you see there. But nonetheless, Cybertruck stuff is coming. It's coming. It's coming. We've been talking about it for years, and I can say now that we can officially say that it's going to happen, and people that have put in the reservations in the beginning are going to start to see them, start to see the emails pop in there saying, hey, don't worry, your Cybertruck is coming. Well, this leads me to another thing. People talk about it all the time. So Tesla changes every once in a while, not like traditional auto manufacturers, but they do change somewhat. And when they do, it's sometimes exciting. Sometimes it's not really visual changes. They seldom change the outside of the car, but they add new things like technology, screens, rear screens for the passengers in the back, heated, cooled seats, stuff like that. So you may or may not miss out on some of the new design changes that Tesla has on the inside of the car, depending on when you order it. Now, if you order a Tesla right now, mostly any of them, you're waiting at least a month. It's not like it was before. About a year ago, today anyway, you were lucky if you got it in 6 months, which made the resale market for Teslas through the roof. You couldn't even, you were lucky if you could buy one, let alone from Tesla, but on the used market, and you were paying $10,000, $20,000 more than what you get for a brand new one, because people just didn't want to wait. Well, they don't have to wait anymore. Not as much anyway, about a month. Now, the car is produced for you as you order it. So there's no inventory of Teslas anywhere that they're pulling from, realistically anyway. So you're getting a brand new fresh car that's made specifically for you. Might as well have your name right on the side of it. But I'll say you're still going to wait just a little bit. So people are getting close to the end of the year, close to Q4, and they're thinking, well, maybe I should wait. Are there going to be new updates to come in Q4? Should I wait till January? Well, this is the first time that I'll tell you, you're going to love the car no matter what. And I've told you that before, but this is the first time I'm going to say, if you were really on the fence for a Model 3, and as we get closer to the end of the year, if you still haven't pulled the trigger and we're getting into the holiday season, I would say wait until January. Or at least don't take delivery till January, because I really feel like all this new Model 3 refreshes and Model 3 updates are actually going to come, and it's going to be exterior design changes. They're changing the lights, they're changing the cameras, some of the interior stuff. They even have images, whether or not it's fan renderings or whatnot, showing it kind of slooped down in the front, making it sort of look like a roadster. So it's things like that that get people excited about it. It's things like that that get people to wonder if you should wait, if you should move forward or anything like that. I'll say it again, and I'll say it again, and I'll say it again. You will not regret buying the car no matter when you get it. Even if you miss the wings that pop out on the side and make it fly, you're going to love the vehicle. You're going to love the drive no matter what. So definitely don't consider that as any sort of trepidation you have with the vehicle. Now, on the other hand, some of the things that are coming to the car are just going to slightly change it anyway. I really feel like they're not going to go complete radical on the exterior design. So what it would require Elon to retool all their factories, any factory that produces, whether it's Fremont or Giga Austin, Giga Shanghai, the new factory they're building down in Mexico, it would require them to retool everything. One of the ways that they produce the vehicles cost effectively for Tesla is getting the process down, honed in, and then repeating it 500,000 times. Right? Instead of changing it every single time, instead of changing the cars all the time and retooling them every year, they make it the same and then they stick with it. And honestly, it's helped their sales, it's helped their profitability, which is great. And they're at the forefront right now of producing a car that will be sub 27,000. Now, we talked about that before. It was supposed to be a Model 2, and that was even going to be sub 20,000. But now what they're saying is you can actually get a rear-wheel drive Model Y with all the government incentives of $7,500. If you lived in California, you get an extra $10,000 off. You're going to get a sub $30,000 Tesla Model Y. Now, it's rear-wheel drive, but you're going to get a brand new Tesla Model Y at that for sub $30,000, which is huge. It's a huge thing. Couple years ago, last month, you couldn't do that kind of thing. And now you can. Stuff like that's going to push people to buy it. It's going to push people to jump in there and get it. That EV credit from the government is not going to last forever. Certainly not going to last forever in California if you live there. So it's one of those things to keep in mind. Should you wait? Should you pull the trigger now? I would say that if you are only excited about new things that come out, and I understand it happens to me all the time. In fact, it happened to me before. Then maybe you should wait till January. Or even December, because it's going to take at least a month, if not 2, to get it. So if you order it in December, you can probably get it with the EV credit maybe by February. But either way, I really appreciate you guys tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed watching the video. Let me know if that changes your opinion at all, changes your mindset about ordering the vehicle, or if you're just going to jump in there and order it anyway. But either way, I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, week, month so far, and that you're able to get out and enjoy some of the weather if you have it. If not, that you're at least staying safe regardless of where you are. Thanks a lot, everybody.